All right, so I am back again. I want to do a full unboxing. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be painfully long because I do want to be very careful and take my time with opening this package. I don't want to damage any of the packaging. I kind of want to keep this box as a display piece. I will say that, you know, I completely agree with everybody who's been critical of, you know, this line, calling it a retro, retro collection line. The figure cards aren't particularly reminiscent. I mean, it has the artwork, but you know, there are some differences between the artwork and the figure that's in them, and the cards aren't a good enough replication of what it was in the 80s. But I do think that these the boxes for the vehicles look awesome. So here we go. Let's see. Got our driver here in the tray. I'm gonna go ahead and take him out. Let's see. Don't want to pry him out without busting this tray. All right. Yeah, I definitely think that this is an improvement on the head sculpt. I think the original driver, although a classic, and I definitely, you know, it's a figure that I don't have, and I definitely want. But you know, I have to admit that head sculpt is a little, not this head sculpt, but the original vintage head sculpt is a little bit lazy looking. It's a little chunky and smooth, and it looks like more in line with a lot of the things that you would see as like a G.I. Joe knockoff. But good logo. I think the chest armor is a little more purpley than I expected, rather than the blue. But yeah, good details on the helmet. I think this is a good update of the HISS driver helmet. And you know, I know that there are a lot of different decisions being made at different levels at Hasbro, but I think there's like one guy that's working on designing or quote unquote redesigning these figures, and he you know, I think he's genuinely doing a good job, but I think he's basically focusing on resculpting heads to make them look a little better, using updated technology to kind of improve those sculpts. You know, so, you know, my hat's off to the one guy who's probably working hard to give us a product that we'll like, even though someone else has put, you know, major constraints on that. I don't know if there's anything in there. Anyway, I pulled out the tank treads. These are the treads. One thing that I like about the original HISS is it has the tow hook, and I don't have any other Cobra vehicles that have a tow hook, and I've had an ASP since childhood, since probably 1984, 1985, and I've never had anything to tow it. So now I have something to tow my ASP. Although maybe we'll get an ASP in the retro line, and then I'll need something else to tow them. So this isn't completely clicked together. It's probably because there's some instructions or something that will require me to fit that to another piece. All right, the main body of the HISS. The cockpit, good detailing. Like I said, I don't have a version 1 hiss, so I don't know if the detailing is improved or if this is just the same thing. And of course the recess for the gun turret. So this is 2004 Hasbro. So that makes me think that there's been no improvements or changes in the sculpt since 2004. So let's see here, what else do we have? Yep, I have never seen these in stores. I've done some searching online and, oh, okay, let's see here. I've done some searching online and it's not, you know, I've seen some like limited stock show up in inventory on some of the local Walmarts that every time I look at their website, they say they have limited stock and I can't find anything. It might be, maybe it's in the back, maybe it's being hidden, maybe it's at the, you know, customer service counter because it's a return. I have no idea, but it's usually not reliable. So I got the gun turrets, and then tucked in the gun turrets was the figure stand. And we could debate this all day, but my reaction to figure stands, especially this is the only accessory that comes with this figure. My reaction to figure stands is that that's a little bit of a giveaway that this is skewed towards adult collectors rather than children, you know. I know the counter argument to that would be, oh, they had figure stands when we were, you know, in the vintage line, in the vintage era. And then the screen. So, in addition to that, we've got the stickers and the requisite blueprints. I don't know how these blueprints stack up. This is probably, oh, look, I got a pamphlet of warnings telling me in 9 different languages, don't eat the hiss tank. Do not eat this hiss tank. Warning, choking hazard. Let's see, I'm gonna put this in my mouth and oh, they were right. Yeah. So got the stickers, the decals, if you will, and get the instructions. Man, these are definitely scaled down. This tiny little, look at this. What is this? 4 inches by 6 inches or something? Man. No, you know, no framing this and putting it on your wall in your man cave. So, yeah. And there's no. I mean, it's basically just locations for the stickers. It's really doesn't have the, you know, the explanation for the guns and, you know, what the, you know, all that information. Yeah. Adult assembly required. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. Yep. So now you can't sue them if your child puts these together. Although I remember when I was a kid attempting to put together, you know, G.I. Joe vehicles by myself, and then like messing them up and getting the order wrong and like snapping 2 pieces together before there was an intermediary step, and then my dad having to like take these little, you know, push these little plastic tangs, you know, try to get the pieces apart so he could assemble it correctly. So, you know, definitely point taken, Hasbro. Yep. So, and that's all the inside packaging. And so, yeah, there we go. Okay. So, seems like this is, so there's the 2 fake treads with the wheels. And it doesn't look like they snap together. I think they're held in by connecting them with the main body. So I'm going to give this a firm, there we go. So now we have our tank treads connected. Next we're going to put in our cockpit canopy. Yeah, that's good tight fit. All right, and next our gun turret. Let's see. Oh, I see. There are 3 tabs that go into little holes, and then the guns should ratchet very nicely. Yeah. Very cool. And then, and I noticed this after setting aside, it says Cobra Trooper, it doesn't say Hiss Driver. Well, that seems, you know, inaccurate and pseudo-correct at the same time. 2007 Hasbro. Man, I want to get myself some sexy thigh highs like that for myself. Good range of motion for the legs. And just pop them in here. Yeah. Think this guy could take down some Sky Strikers? Even if he could, they'd probably bail out with parachutes, and you know, no one would be harmed, right? And then after taking out all the Sky Strikers, and for no apparent reason, Cobra Commander would yell, "Retreat!" All right, after a harrowing sticker placement session, I think I am mostly happy with the results. Some of these stickers, tricky stickers in the recesses, didn't come out or didn't end up quite as nice as I wish them to be, or as you know, as straight or symmetrical. But you know, hey, that's part of the charm, right? Anyway, so last thing I wanted to do was So I'm going to, I have a beat up, that was the Sonic Fighters Viper. Just reached for a vintage figure. Obviously a vintage figure can fit in here very nicely. And that's probably how I'm going to have it displayed, not necessarily with this figure, but with a vintage HISS tank driver. And let's see about the modern figure. Yeah, let's see, if you press him down in here, yeah, he fits pretty good. Yeah, there you go. HISS tank driver. Gonna need someone to man those cannons. Although I do have some figures that are supposed to be arriving today, and yeah, maybe that could be part 3. No, I'm just kidding. I hope they re-release the, or at least they do a 4-inch, 3 3/4 inch. We all know it's 4 inches. Viper, like a classic Viper, to display. Maybe the classic Viper's display stand will say Cobra Trooper. Anything that's Cobra is just gonna be Cobra Trooper. And then Cobra Commander is gonna say Cobra, and then Troopers crossed off, and I'll write Commander. So yeah, pretty sweet vehicle. I am so glad that they decided to re-release some vehicles. I definitely hope we see some more. I think these are, a hot item. It seems like they're selling out, so I'm hoping that sends a signal to Hasbro that we want more. We want a Vamp, and I don't know what else we want. Oh, well, I'd love to see a Sky Striker. I don't know how much that would cost, but and then hey, maybe we can work our way up to a re-release of the flag. I wonder if that's one of those kind of things that they're thinking about for HasLab. I don't know, I probably would have to think really hard about whether I want to pay $500 for a USS flag, a re-release of the flag, because money aside, I don't know where I would put it. I'd have to kind of figure something out to display it. Probably, this is a 6-foot table. It would be too big for this table. I'd have to either, or I don't know. I could probably like hang off the side a little. I don't know. But yeah, it would basically take up half of this room. So, I'll have to think about that. I'll have to make that decision when that offer comes due. So, yep. But for now I am happy with my HISS tank.